Gold printed a bearish weekly candle right below major resistance. This is where most traders get trapped. Breakout above 5,600 or a sharp correction. Most traders miss gold's biggest moves because they don't understand the deeper forces driving this market. In this breakdown, I'll show you where smart money is positioning right now, the 3 key macro forces shaping gold's next move, and my precise trading roadmap for the week. If you trade gold seriously, stay to the end. This breakdown will change how you see the market. Macro outlook. 3 key forces driving gold. Force number 1, US dollar dynamics, DXY. The US dollar remains the most important counterforce to gold. Understanding its next move is critical for gold traders. DXY technical breakdown. On the weekly time frame, the weekly candle closed with a bullish structure, indicating that buying pressure remains relatively strong. However, the price is still trading below the long-term descending channel and has not been able to break above it. This means DXY has not yet formed a clear trend and is likely still in a long-term accumulation phase between 96 and 100. The weekly close below the 99 resistance level shows that sellers remain very active around the 99 to 100 zone. In the coming week, DXY may pull back to retest support near 98 in order to build momentum for another attempt at the 99 level resistance. Even if DXY manages to break above 99, there is still extremely strong resistance around 100, which means a strong bullish breakout is unlikely in the near term. The market may require a longer period of consolidation before it can successfully break through the 100 level. Zoom into the daily chart. After declining from 99 down to around 95, DXY staged a strong recovery back toward the 99 resistance zone. It has already attempted to test 99 and the weekly descending trend line 4 times, but so far without success. This suggests that DXY may need a short-term correction to gather fresh momentum for another breakout attempt. Unless the dollar can break and hold above the 100 resistance zone, gold's broader bullish structure remains supported. For now, DXY is compressing below resistance rather than trending in a clear direction. Here's the catch. DXY's next move won't just impact gold, it could rewrite the short-term trading landscape entirely. The dollar is the battlefield where gold reacts first, and everything else follows. Force number 2, geopolitical risks. While DXY drives short-term moves, geopolitics remain the deeper structural force supporting gold's long-term strength. Tensions in the Middle East have escalated significantly. The United States has deployed multiple aircraft carrier groups and is coordinating with Israel in military actions against Iran, with the conflict spreading across the region. Meanwhile, Russia-Ukraine peace talks have shown some progress, but no agreement has been reached. Until a concrete resolution emerges, global uncertainty will likely continue supporting gold as a safe haven asset. This isn't just political noise, it's clear escalation in global tension, and gold consistently reacts to these developments. Now let's look behind the charts at institutional flows shaping gold's next move. Finally, institutional activity. While retail traders are still debating whether gold has already peaked, institutional players tell a very different story. Last week, SPDR Gold Trust accumulated more than 22 tons of gold in the price range of 5,100 to 5,200. However, this week, the fund has sold approximately 27 tons around the 5,150 to 5,300 zone. Note, this is the first time Gold Trust has sold such a large amount in a single week, but most of the selling likely reflects positions that were accumulated in recent weeks. This behavior suggests that large institutions may not be fully confident about gold's short-term direction, especially as the US dollar begins to show signs of recovery. More importantly, institutions continue to hold a large core position accumulated earlier. Both the weekly and monthly charts confirm this behavior, signaling expectations for higher gold prices over the medium to long term. When capital of this magnitude moves, retail traders often get trapped chasing momentum too late. Institutions don't predict, they position. Current flows suggest strategic positioning toward the 5,400 to 5,600 region, with higher levels possible if macro conditions continue to align before profit-taking occurs. This positioning also serves as a hedge against a potential Ukraine peace agreement and a rebound in the US dollar. This is how institutional capital manages risk, by scaling exposure strategically, not reacting to headlines or short-term volatility.
This rally isn't random, it's the result of a rare macro alignment between dollar dynamics, geopolitical risk, and institutional positioning. Now, let's turn to the charts and see what gold is really telling us. Gold technical analysis. First, congratulations to everyone who followed last week's outlook and executed the buy setups around the 5,000 level. That position is now delivering more than 2,000 pips so far. In earlier analyses, we also highlighted the 4,400 to 4,500 major bottom zone, as well as the 4,600 to 4,700 corrective wave support, well before the market reacted. Our framework also detected early signs of institutional accumulation around 3,900 long before the broader rally began. Many of these high-probability signals were shared with our private community. Ahead of the move, real-time updates and deeper breakdowns are shared inside our Telegram community. Now, let's zoom into the charts. Weekly, daily, H4. Step by step, here's what the market is really showing us. Starting with the weekly. Gold remains in a strong long-term uptrend with price continuing to trade above the weekly MA20. Last week's candle showed a decline from 5,400 down to 5,000, but the candle formed a long lower wick indicating strong buying interest around the 5,000 support zone. In the coming week, gold may attempt to retest the 5,400 resistance level. However, the 5,400 to 5,600 zone is a major resistance area where price previously experienced a decline of more than 10,000 pips, so a strong corrective move could occur in this region. If gold successfully breaks above 5,400, the next resistance targets could be 5,500 to 5,600. Before breaking higher, gold may need a consolidation phase to build momentum for a potential breakout above 5,600. It is also important to note that since DXY is still consolidating without a clear trend, gold still has room to continue moving higher. Shifting down to the daily. Now let's look at the daily chart, the clearest window into gold's next move. Gold remains in a bullish structure, with price continuing to close above the MA20 and holding above the ascending trend line. Last session, gold reached the 5,000 support level and quickly rejected lower prices with a strong bullish reaction. Over the last 3 sessions, gold has been consolidating sideways within the 5,100 to 5,200 range, likely building momentum for another move toward the 5,400 resistance zone, where a corrective pullback could occur before the market resumes its upward movement. One risk to monitor is the possibility of a double top reversal pattern if DXY unexpectedly strengthens and breaks above 100. However, this scenario is unlikely in the near term because DXY would require more time to break such a major resistance level. So, let's zoom into the H4 chart, where things get even more interesting. On the H4 timeframe, gold continues to trade within a short-term bullish trend. After the corrective decline from 5,400, price has begun to recover and has not created a deeper low. Recent H4 candles are closing above the MA20 with increasing volume, indicating strong buying pressure. In the short term, gold may move up to retest the 5,200 resistance level, followed by a minor correction before the market continues higher toward the 5,250 to 5,300 and potentially beyond. This structure gives traders a clear multi-timeframe view. The broader trend remains intact, with the pullback seen as a healthy correction. Gold stays in a strong upward cycle supported by institutional and central bank demand, while the DXY rebound remains the key variable to watch. Now, here's the part most traders wait for, the exact levels I'm watching this week. Let's move into the trading plan for the week ahead.
Trading plan, March 9th to 13th, 2026. First buy zone, 4,900 to 4,955. Rising trendline daily, round number, over 90% price reaction. Stop loss, 48.87. Targets, 49.97 to 50.47 short, 50.97 to 51.97 mid, 52.07 to 55.97 long. Second buy zone, 50,000 to 50.55. H4 breakout support, round number, 90% price reaction. Stop loss, 50.87. Targets, 50.97 to 51.47 short, 51.97 to 52.97 mid, 53.07 to 55.97 long. Pro tip: false breakout? Wait for the retest. Re-enter for clean profits. Remember, probabilities don't guarantee outcomes, but they keep us disciplined. Third buy zone, 5,100 to 51.35. Nearest support,
Rising trend line H4, round number, 85% price reaction. Stop loss, 50.87. Targets, 51.97 to 52.27 short, 52.27 to 52.97 mid, 53.07 to 55.97 long. First sell zone, 53.95 to 5400. H4 resistance, round number, 85% price reaction. Stop loss, 54.02. Targets, 53.73 to 53.53 short, 53.33 to 53.03 mid, 52.53 to 52.03 long. Please note the stop loss levels I mention are for reference only. You should always adjust them based on your own risk tolerance, market conditions, and capital management. Second sell zone, 54.45 to 54.50. Daily resistance, round number, 90% price reaction. Stop loss, 54.52. Targets, 54.23 to 54.03 short, 53.52 to 53.03 mid, 52.53 to 52.03 long. Third sell zone, 58.87 to 5600. Weekly resistance, round number, over 90% price reaction. Stop loss, 56.02. Targets, 55.53 to 55.03 short, 54.53 to 54.03 mid, 53.53 to 52.03 long. Gold never moves randomly. It moves where liquidity, macro pressure, and institutional positioning align. If you want real-time execution updates and early positioning before the move begins, details are shared inside our private group. Trade with structure, trade with discipline. Master gold, master the market.